Yes!
Sonic Adventure, the director's cut. Wait, they made a Sonic movie?
Welcome to a brand new episode of The Completionist, where today we look at the very best launch title out of the lineup for the Dreamcast. Oh, Sega Dreamcast, how you died so young. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Sonic. I'm sorry.
Sonic Adventure. Holy crap. This game. Sega brought their A-game back in the day when it came to this game. And let's see if that A-game has lasted all these years.
But Bitman, Big the Cat!
Yes, I know, Big the Cat unfortunately was in this.
Big the Cat!
Yes, this was the weird part of Sega's career where they introduced bizarre characters that didn't really make much sense and...
Big the Cat!
Alright, you proved your point.
Big
there you
the
go.
Cat!
You win.
Big the Cat!
Before I jump into the story, let's take a quick look at Sega as a company. Prior to the release of the Dreamcast, Sega was suffering tremendously both in the Japanese and American markets. Sonic Adventure was one of the sole reasons as to why the Dreamcast did so well. Sega knew that by launching a brand new revolutionary system, they needed a go-to title to go with it.
Man, if only companies did that today.
So our story begins with Sonic the Blue Hedgehog prowling the streets of a place called Station Square, looking for excitement and fun, when all of a sudden he finds a blue water-based beast called Chaos attacking City Hall. And while the cops can't seem to do much, Sonic knows exactly how to take care of that problem. After defeating Chaos, Sonic starts to wander about more through Station Square. He looks to the sky to see his sidekick Tails crash landing nearby. After meeting up with Tails, they make their way to the Mystic Ruins to discover that this evil beast Chaos is being controlled by longtime rival Dr. Eggman.
By the way, yes, we know they used to call him Eggman in Japan. We know.
Ah, so many comments.
Yeah, but this is America. Home of baseball, apple pies, hamburgers, shoes, and backwards hats, candy necklaces, post-it notes, tissue paper, twist ties, metronomes, cheese, and ovens. America!
Eggman plans to control Chaos with the 7 Chaos Emeralds, but as the story unfolds, it turns out that Chaos, back in the very early days of the Chaos Emeralds, was designed to protect the Chaos Emeralds and the Chow, a mysterious ancient race. At one point, Civilization, made up of the Echidnas, tried to snag all of the 7 Chaos Emeralds for themselves in order to become powerful. Enriched with rage, Chaos absorbed the Chaos Emeralds and nearly wiped out humanity. But Tikal, one of the said Echidnas, used her might and sealed herself away with the Chow and Chaos. So Eggman is trying to make Chaos go Pac-Man on the Chaos Emeralds. What really makes this Sonic game so unique is that it's the first Sonic game in 3D.
What about Sonic 3D Blast or any other Sega Saturn game? Oh yeah, right.
What really makes this Sonic game so unique is that it's the first Sonic game in 3D. But what really amps it up that much more is the different selection of characters and their storylines. You're not just enjoying Sonic's storylines, but you're also enjoying Tails, Knuckles, Amy's, and Gamma.
You, forgot one.
Nope. Those are the only people you get to play as
Gerard,
in the
you
game.
left one out.
I'm pretty sure
Big the Cat!
Did you get a smart boost in your smoothie today, Greg? Huh? Did you?
They make those?
Sonic Adventure really brought so much to the table in regards to originality. This game had to have been one of the most memorable launch titles in the history of gaming. Now granted, the version you are seeing right now is the PS3 version of this game, as well as it's not just Sonic Adventure, but rather it's Sonic Adventure DX, or Director's Cut. But you have to hand it to Sega. Some of these level designs are just so damn impressive.
I'm just speaking from my own experience here, but that first level was just amazing. When I first got my Dreamcast in middle school, I only had a racing game and the demo disc. On the demo disc, it had the first playable level of Sonic Adventure. I can't tell you how many times I played that level over and over simply because right from the get-go, it was a brilliant, fun, and beautiful game.
The director's cut did a lot in regards to the graphics and glitches. The frame rates have been adjusted to run better, everything looks well-rounded and crisp and clear, but that doesn't mean that they fixed all the bugs. A lot of the voice acting you see never really matches up with the mouths that well. Now I know Sega is a Japanese company, but they could have done a bit better in regards to syncing up all of the voices for us here in the States. Speaking of voice acting, this is one of the first Sonic games to give Sonic a real true voice, and the voice actor who was cast as Sonic did a fantastic job. But what happened to Tails?
Yeah, it's just that I'm testing a new prototype power supply, and it's not fully compatible yet.
In fact, what continually happened to Tails? In almost every Sonic game after this, it seems like Tails' voice went from sounding like a little boy to a little girl, and I never really understood why, but that's something that always bothered me throughout the progression of the Sonic franchise.
Big the Cat!
Transition, please!
Before you really dive in, you'll notice at the character selection screen that there are more characters than just Sonic. As you play through Sonic's storyline, you will unlock other playable characters that offer completely different playstyles and objectives per stage. The Sonic stages are generally big on action and fast-paced fun with simple objectives of reaching the end of the stage. Tails' stages are generally the same, except you must beat Sonic before he gets to his original goal. Knuckles' stages involve you searching for the 3 pieces of the Master Emerald by flying around the stage, digging in the ground, or attacking enemies to find them. Amy's gameplay involves her running to the balloon at the end of each level while being chased by a green robot named Zero. And Gamma stages involve you killing enemies to keep your time score at bay while you reach the Sonic doll or any of the targets at the end of each level.
Are you really just gonna ignore it? Let's just get it over with.
You know what, Greg? No. No, I refuse. No.
It's not that hard.
Do I have to?
I can do it if you want me to.
Alright, I'll do it. There's one last playable character named Big the Cat. Big the Cat is a big purple cat with his best friend Froggy the Frog.
Froggy! Wait up! Okay.
Apparently, Froggy has the tail of chaos and is being manipulated to come back to his master. And Big doesn't want to let his friend go.
Here we go. Commence rant!
So let's just think, how could Big the Cat save his best friend? By defeating enemies, running away from a robot, finding pieces of the Master Emerald? Oh, no, 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 no. He wants to save his best friend by fishing for him. That's right, fishing. Each level consists of Big the Cat and some pond. And you have to search for Froggy, and then once you find him, you have to cast your rod out with an attempt to try and get him out of the water. Hey Sega, if I wanted to buy Sega Bass Fishing, I'd buy Sega Bass Fishing. Froggy is his best friend, so he's throwing a rod with the hook on it to get his best friend out? Isn't that dangerous? Tons of potential to kill your best friend, huh? Well, some friend you are.
I'm tagging in for this one, seeing as Gerard has completely lost it. The fish mechanic is broken too. No matter what console you use, catching fish can be pretty damn difficult. The concept wasn't too bad, but the execution was just god-awful. For the sanity of many, it's a good thing Big the Cat never appeared in any other games ever again.
Oh, Greg, no, you said it. No,
Wait.
no, he existed in another
What is
Greg.
that?
No.
What?
Mama,
No.
why?
Why?
Why, Mama?
Why would
I
you
didn't
say
mean to
that?
hurt you.
Why?
Don't cry. I didn't mean. The gameplay is divided into many different categories, but the main focus is that it splits into 2 different fields. The first is the adventure field. The adventure field is a world hub in which you travel from stage to stage, furthering the plot, battling bosses, the list goes on. The second area of focus is the action stages. If it's one thing I can say about the action stages, it's that they're super fast and super fun. This is really the first time we've seen Sonic move this quickly in a 3D environment. It looks, feels, and sounds perfect, making this experience a long-lasting one. When you finish each action stage, you'll notice you've completed Objective C, and you'll be given an emblem. If you try playing the stage again, you'll notice there's now a new objective, Objective B, which usually prompts in you getting 50 rings and then beating the level. And then once you do it again, you go on to Objective A, which usually means you have to beat the level in record time. And as a kid, this was pretty tough, but now, going back and revisiting it, it's actually pretty simple and fun. Some levels aren't just action stages, but rather mini-games. Some games will have you snowboarding or sandboarding, others will have you shooting ships down from the sky. These elements are great ways to change up the pace in between action stages and the adventure field. Another fun element added to Sonic Adventure was upgrades for each character that you play. Almost all of them are mandatory to get, although there are some that are missable.
It's awesome how when you get an upgrade, it actually appears on the character. Not only does it give you new abilities, but it also makes you look cooler. Whether you get new shoes, a bracelet, or a rocket pack, they all add a whole new level to the game.
Emblems can be found by completing action levels multiple times, finding emblems on the adventure fields, beating each character's storyline, and last but not least, the Chow competitions. You guys remember that in a Sonic game, whenever you kill an enemy, an animal appears. Well, for the first time in a Sonic game, it actually makes sense as to why you should collect these animals. The ancient race of the Chow end up playing a key role in this game. You may have noticed that in small areas in the adventure field, there are places called Chow Gardens. The Chow Garden is a special place in which you can raise a Chow, like a little baby Pokemon monster type thing. And you can raise it into an all-powerful grown-up baby monster Pokemon kind of thing. Now, from an outsider looking in, one can easily say this is just flat out stupid. But after learning how Chow raising works, it's actually quite fun. You can level up your Chows based on what type of animal you give it and what type of fruit you feed it. And the animals that you do give it change in stats, whether it be power, flying, swimming, stamina. At a certain point, the Chow will become an adult, and now you want to make that Chow breed with other Chows. Now this is super important in regards to breeding the most powerful Chow, as you want to try and get it one Chow that has S ranking or A rankings in all of the most dominant fields. You want it to have said traits because you want it to be powerful in the obstacle courses. In the original Dreamcast version, one great way of leveling up your Chow was to take it to the VMU dispensary, in which you can level it up like a Tamagotchi. Now the VMU was the memory card for the Dreamcast, but it also added as a double mini-game for your Chow.
It was so awesome!
Now for the GameCube version of this game, you could hook up your Game Boy Advance, but they disabled this in the ports for the PS3, the 360, and the PC. Another new and exclusive element to the Director's Cut version of this game is the challenge missions. This mode exclusively exists in the adventure fields as you find objectives to complete as the different characters. All of these are a bit elusive on how to complete them, but figuring them out is quite rewarding. In the GameCube version of this game, you can unlock many different games from the classic Sonic library, but it's been disabled for the other ports. The boss fights, unfortunately, are pretty bland in regards to difficulty. Simple as always, a couple hits to the head means you win.
That is, unless you're Big the Cat, where the boss of the game is to literally fish the frog out of Chaos's stomach. Yeah!
You've beaten all the levels multiple times, you trained and beefed up your Chow to be on drugs, beat all the missions, collected all the emblems, got all the upgrades. Alright, well that's all folks, the game's over. Well, the game doesn't really have an ending now, does it? Oh wait, no, there we go, the story mode, there's another Super Sonic? Hell yeah! Holy crap, it's Super Sonic!
Yes, he's a golden man!
In the final conclusion of our hero's stories coming together, it turns out that even though Sonic and his friends stopped Eggman and Chaos, Chaos has come back from his defeated state only to absorb all of the Chaos Emeralds once again. And it turns into this gigantic monster with the intent of destroying all of Station Square, let alone the world. With Chaos's heart filled with rage, it's time for Sonic to do exactly what Crush 40 has been singing about this entire time. Sonic takes the negated Chaos Emeralds and turns into the Golden Man we know.
Space fight!
Actually, no, Greg. There's absolutely no space fight in this one.
Could have been.
That's the next Sonic game, Greg. Sonic Adventure 2. Sorry, bud.
I guess we'll have to wait for that one.
Collecting all the emblems gives you a fun little Easter egg bonus for those of you wanting to further your horizons a bit. Once you've collected all 130, if you go to trial mode, you can now play as Metal Sonic. Unfortunately, the payoff to me isn't really worth it considering I've spent so many hours raising my Chow, and it's really just a Sonic skin thrown over a Sonic skin. Although this is a port for the PS3 and 360 version of this game, they've created trophies and achievements to further your incentive of playing this game. While to a normal gamer may not be worth it, but since you've been playing it for so long and this is one of my favorite games, chances are you're like me and you've enjoyed every minute of it, except for the cat. This game gets my trophy hunting rating of Achieve It.
Achowed it!
Sonic Adventure for the Sega Dreamcast was so damn revolutionary, from the VMUs to training the Chows, to playing as multiple different characters in this lineup, except for Big the Cat. The point is that this game was so damn good. If you haven't played it, go get it right now for PS3, Xbox 360, GameCube or Wii for those Wii users out there, or PC. With that in mind, this game gets my completionist rating of Finish It.
Big the Cat It!
That is all the time I have for today, guys, so please, as always, leave a positive or negative comment in the boxes below. Don't forget to leave game suggestions for the future of the show. The 10,000 subscriber contest is still going on, so please make sure you look at all the videos that you really enjoy and leave a comment as to why it's your favorite artwork. Don't forget, we're going to pick one random winner in about 2 weeks, so if we do choose you, you will get a copy of Super Meat Boy, Banjo-Kazooie, and Mega Man X, all signed from us here at The Completionist. And of course, as always, like this video, share it on Facebook and Twitter, follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and if you want to send me stuff, go ahead and send it to my P.O. Box in the address right here somewhere. Movie magic. It's like a bird. It's like a bird. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's Big the Cat time. I hate Big the Cat time.
That's right, America, home of the free and home of the double Whopper, which you can get bacon and cheese on if you want, and you can eat that thing, and you don't even have to exercise for months, years even, and you can eat 20 of those a day, because that's what we do in America. You can do whatever you want. You can wear sweatpants all day. You can go to the post office and have sweatpants on. People do that because it's America.